All right, let's head on over to Manhattan, Kansas. And we're talking about Kansas State here. So they were pretty good team this year. Same record as last year, so no real big improvements there. But ended up, for just a pretty solid year with a 9-4 record.
Yep, a repeat of the 2023 season. Of course, they were the conference champion in 2022, though people forget that they beat TCU in that conference championship game. But Kansas State has become one of those solid teams that puts up 8, 9, 10 wins a year. They've kind of found their spot in the conference, and this year started out great. They were 7-1, and they had a shot to get back to the Big 12 championship, staring them down. But then they had a really bad loss to Houston, and that kind of took them off the rails a little bit. And then they had to play Arizona State, who had gotten hot, and they lost that game, and that just totally knocked them off. So they ended up only 5-4 in conference, including losses to 3 of the top 4 teams.
Yeah. They did beat who they were supposed to beat, except for Houston, like you said. But their losses were to the conference championship representatives and BYU. So not nothing to hang your head on with that. They're very respectable losses. And
yeah, this was a very solid middle of the road team in college football this year. They were 46th in the country in scoring offense, 49th in scoring defense. So they were just equally as decent on offense as they were on defense.
They're the definition of mid.
Yeah, they really are. But they did have a couple of players who were not mid, particularly running back DJ Giddens. He was awesome. He had 1,300 yards rushing. Six-year senior defensive end Brendan Mott led the team with 8.5 sacks. He was first team all-conference. And quarterback Avery Johnson, while didn't put up great stats, he did improve throughout the year, and he's going to be back next year. And I know that they have a lot of faith that he's going to be a star for them in the future.
Yeah, man, Giddens was really good.
Yeah, 6.5 yards a carry.
Mm-hmm. Multiple 100-yard games. 280-plus yard games in a row. Oklahoma State and Colorado.
Yeah.
Most impressive.
So they did close out their year with a win in their bowl game. They beat Rutgers. But for a team that a couple years ago was a conference champion, went 9-4, going 9-4 this year again. First year in this new Big 12 with a number of new teams and their losses kind of all being to the top teams. I only gave them a C+ for this year.
So I think we have an anomaly here. I gave them a B. Maybe it should be lower. I don't know. I feel like a B is just like right in the middle, or close to the middle.
They were kind of right in the middle.
It's just average, so B. As far as their record goes, they had a winning season. They were bowl eligible and won their bowl game. So they get a B- for their record grade. And the final grade by the Nitro Show for the Kansas State Wildcats is a B-.